Life is changing for you right now because things need to be cleared out for you to get to the next phase of your soul journey. Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to Soul Whispers with Michelle. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate deep within, if you're fighting this story in any way, please leave it behind for the souls that it is meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is. If that was enough for you and your soul got the whisper and confirmation it needed, please hit the like button on the way out. And I thank you for being back. If you want to dive deeper into this and actually even see what the next phase after this is with your soul's journey or whisper, stick around and we will get into that. So without any further ado, we already talked about the season that you're in, so we'll just kind of show that again. The moon's sticking out to me too, so I feel like this is also a time for, there's a cleanse here because there's things that need to be released and removed, but I also feel like there's information, there's subconscious information that also wants to be released to you or known to you in this season of your life. You are currently moving away from, and we have it's like contradicting. Okay. You're moving away from change. Okay. I almost want to skip down and see like, okay. I don't know why you'd be moving away from change. Let's go to what you're moving towards. Okay. Gratitude. Well, that's cool. Starting to get the impression here that you're moving away from wanting to change yourself and you're moving towards being grateful for all that you are. Like, I'm really noticing all the different colors and just this person being extremely grateful. And again, that feeling that I get is I'm so happy for who I am. Like, I'm so grateful for the person that I am. I know how conceited that may sound, but honestly, I wish for everybody to feel that way about themselves. There's a fine line, I suppose, between that, ego and confidence, but this having it in reverence, I should say, having deep reverence for who you are is not ego at all. It's sacred in a way. You should have reverence for yourself. And if there are parts of you that don't allow you to have reverence, I think when I was talking about that moon and the subconscious coming up, this may be that phase that you're in of why is it that you don't have gratitude towards yourself? Why aren't you grateful? What are the things that you feel are not good? And I do believe this is you're going to need a perspective shift here. Let's see. What is this position? The purpose of this current season is to learn or experience. We have Gaia. This gives me a feeling, one, it's interesting because the tree behind her looks like there's horns. And I suppose truly it's choose it, does it look like there's a tree in the back? And this is a perspective I was talking about. You can have the perspective that these are growing out of her head and that there's tree growing out of her. She is part of the earth. You can also look at it like she's in front of the tree and that's not part of her, but she's in partnership with it. So I think there's a lot for you to experience and learn. I'm also noticing like all the elements here, specifically, I never noticed that before. Well, that makes sense though, right? Because the earth is made up of the 4 elements. And I feel like this is a time for you to really experience gratitude as it relates to those 4 elements. So gratitude for your passion, gratitude for your ambition, gratitude for the spark, the vitality within you, gratitude for your mentality, gratitude for your spirit, gratitude for your physicality. And if you don't have gratitude towards these things, this is where I feel this cleanse is coming up, because it's like, okay, have reverence and gratitude for it, so that we can, because this is the phase that your soul's journey is in. And until you're not going to be released from this phase until you find this gratitude, until you go through this lesson. Let's see, what characteristic are you being asked to embody right now? We have guidance. It's funny when some of these things come up, because in my mind, the thing is like, oh, this is the guidance. You should embody what I am telling you. And that truly is the feeling that I'm getting with this. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything like that. This is just the message that I'm receiving. So if that feels good, right, and true for you, know that this is your soul whisper. Okay, so with the guidance, it's truly embodying it. And what I mean by this, I feel it's not just when you resonate with what someone else says, it goes further than just resonating. It's choosing that to be a part of you as well. So while you are cleaning things out, you're clearing space for newer things to come in as other things leave. More aligned, more fulfilling, higher vibration, higher frequency. And I'm getting really that feeling of this, you're meant to embody the wisdom that you're receiving. If you resist this change, or if you resist having gratitude for yourself, I'm sorry, if you go with it as first, you have sanctuary. Okay, you're going to have peace. You're going to have serenity. Peace, serenity, and calm is what I'm getting here. If you resist this change, you're going to experience, interesting, we have connection. But the interesting part is I feel like it's actually a missed connection. The reason I'm specifically stating that is because of this reflection here. It's like she can't actually see her reflection. She can't actually see herself. It's a little bit blurry and a little bit scattered. So I feel like, and that's how it's going to feel for you if you don't move with the changes of clearing out this old stuff and trying to, it's like, the thing, it's trying to change who you are and not seeing the beauty and the reverence in it. And if you resist seeing your actual beauty, that's where I feel like you're gonna always, like, this is gonna be your view of yourself. You're never gonna see yourself as whole. All right, then we have right now it would be helpful to mirror. Just funny, because that's really what I was getting from this because of the reflection. Okay, it would be helpful to look at yourself in the mirror, to really look at yourself and to be honest with what you see. And we talked about this, like, what changes do you need to make to those different elements? In order for you to have reverence and gratitude for your mental constructs, or for the way you think, okay, or your expression, how can you accept it, okay? That would be the air element. As far as your passions and your confidence, like, why are you looking to change your passion? What's wrong with the passion you already have? It's like, again, I'm getting this feeling of, because we're moving away from continually changing, I feel like there's a bigger structure or a significant characteristic of yourself that really needs to get grounded in, and you really need to be able to look in the mirror and see the truth for what it is. Can you accept yourself and then learn how this aspect of yourself is beneficial, or how you can tweak it to be in the highest light and the highest vibration? All right, and then we go into the mindset that will support you through the season, and we have devotion. Devotion to yourself, devotion to staying on track, devotion to, I'm going to let the truest part of me come out, and really devoting yourself to that. No matter how ugly it gets and no matter how painful it gets, I'm devoted to doing that. Seems to be the mindset that's going to support you through this. And then finally, you will experience, you're going to receive a gift of some sort. I feel like you're going to be receiving more. Perhaps because you're giving yourself more as you start to have reverence and gratitude for yourself, that you're going to notice that other people are also giving you more. I'm also noticing, I feel like a part of the gift that's coming out with this is your connection to your inner child. Okay, or almost like a healed version of your inner child. There's a really big gift with this. Oh, okay. I'm kind of seeing this now. This is why, okay. So when I get to this last card in that particular position, it's the 10 space, which means this would be where your soul is going once you receive who you are, right? Once you have gratitude for it, once you look in the mirror, once you can accept yourself, and raise your frequency, you move into this next phase, which is this gift. But it's also part of this gift, I feel like, is this deep connection to your inner child, to that spark, to the it's almost like your inner child has more passion than anybody else. Like, that a kid that's excited about a toy could probably play with it for 48 hours straight, and maybe even longer if you don't actually parent them and like take it from them. So I feel like you being in deep connection with your inner child and having confidence, like, what I mean by this is the parts of you when you were younger that people made you believe was not good or needed to change because it was detrimental. I feel like as you come out of this, the gift is that you are now more connected to that inner essence of who you were when you were less manipulated or influenced by other people's constructs, mental, spiritual, and physical. And so once you leave this season, you're entering into that new season of being very connected to yourself and a little like more healed, okay? Because you're going to understand more of like when your inner child is having a tantrum and you need to be the adult to be like, if this is little Michelle and big Michelle, it's like, okay, little Michelle, yeah, I know that didn't work out how you wanted. We're not going to stop. We're just going to look at what happened and just see what good can come out of it. Like, it's that type of thing. And whatever you need, because it could also be like, hey, yeah, you know what? That didn't work out that great. But so we're going to go have a little spa day. We're going to pour into ourselves a little bit, and then we're going to address what happened and see how we can fix it. But this seems to be what you're moving more into. And the energy I just spoke of, it's like you can move freer with that. So maybe you're able to still do that, but it takes longer. It's like for you to get back into it, it's a month, 3 months, 4 months. Whereas, and when you get to the end of this current season of your soul's journey, that these things happen very, very quickly. You're talking less than a day and maybe even 10 minutes. So moving from something alchemizing or transitioning between a day to 3 months, and it's like, you know, anywhere between 10 minutes to a day. Like, that's a huge increase. And that's a big gift that's waiting for you. If this whisper supported you and you would like to support me back, my Venmo and PayPal are located in the description. If you'd like to support me in a free way, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel does that. And I really, really appreciate your support. Until the next whisper, my friends.